When the instruction is asking you to solve a right triangle, by the way, every triangle we're working with trigonometric ratios is a right triangle, right? Everyone is aware of that. All right, that makes things easier because to solve a triangle means to find all the missing sides and all the missing angles. Do you remember how we label the angles and the sides? Angles are labeled as capital letters. Like in this case, we're missing angle B. We're also missing sides A and C. So can anyone tell me what's the measurement for the angle B? Just from the information in the screen. The addition of all the internal angles in a triangle always gives you 180. There's already a 90-degree angle here because it is a right triangle. That leaves this 47, and the remainder will be the supplement. Okay, whatever is missing to reach 180. So in this case, angle B is 43 degrees. What about the next? How do I get side A or side C? Now for these sides, we don't have much information. We cannot use Pythagoras because that requires two sides already known. But what we can do is to get the information from the ratios, from the trigonometric functions. If I were to use this one, okay, to start my procedure, remember that trigonometric ratios are with an angle. I'm trying to find A first, just because. What trigonometric ratio relates this angle A and the known side, which is 15? Okay, tell me, which function should I use for this case? Tangent, thank you. Now, tangent, in this case, tangent of 47, please remember, if you don't specify the angle, your tan is meaningless because it could be this angle or that angle, and the answer is different. So always specify which angle you're working with. Now, tangent, by definition, is opposite over adjacent. Opposite of the 47 is A, and the adjacent is 15. So now we're using both pieces of information, and the only missing information is the side we're looking for. With this and a little bit of algebra, if this 15 is dividing, it moves away multiplying. So your side A, it's simply 15 times tangent of 47 degrees. And to get this, just use the calculator. Just make sure your calculator is set in degree mode. This is a really common source of mistakes, right? Side A is 16.1. Right? To the nearest tenth, right? One decimal place. And the missing side, C. Hi, you can get it in different ways. You can repeat the procedure, just take a different trigonometric function. For the last one, C, I got the information for the adjacent. ¿Y por qué now? For the last one, you got the adjacent and we're missing the hypotenuse. Which function relates adjacent and hypotenuse? Cosine. Well, actually, two of them relate adjacent and hypotenuse, cosine and secant. However, there's no button here for secant. That's why we stick with the three basics, either sine, cosine, or tangent. Cosine 47 is adjacent over hypotenuse. This has a little bit more of algebra to it because the C is in the denominator. So you gotta send it multiplying and the cosine dividing. C is 15 over cosine of 47 degrees. Please, while typing in the calculator, be careful of the parentheses. Otherwise, you might be inputting things in a weird way. It gives me 22. And that will be my final answer.